Okay, kia ora, everyone. So you can call me Kiwi John, actually, Sam. That might make things easier for the two Johns on the call. And welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. I'm so glad you could join us for this session to focus on one of the most exciting developments in our platform, Helix GPT, Employee Navigator. And I'm going to be guiding you through today's discussion. So if this is your first look at Agentic AI, or if you've already started experimenting with Helix GPT, today is all about helping you unlock real value faster. And for the first time, we're making a special set of resources available to you at no additional cost. Before we dive in, I'm just going to talk about what we're going to cover in today's conversation. And we're seeing a fundamental shift in how employees expect to navigate and engage with IT and business services. Traditional portals, ticket queues, and fragmented experiences are giving way to something more intelligent, more conversational, and more action-oriented. This is what we call Agentic AI. And it's not just about smarter bots. It's about AI that can take powerful action on behalf of the user, deliver outcomes, and create seamless experience. And Helix GPT is our answer to that shift. So what we're going to look at today is covering the why. What's driving the need for Agentic AI, why enterprises are moving beyond traditional AI and self-service models, and then we'll talk about the expectations that are shaping the workplace, and how AI can play a key role in elevating employee experience and boosting productivity. Next, we'll introduce you to a new entitlement that is now available to you, the Helix GPT Employee Navigator. This agent is designed to simplify how employees get help across IT and business domains through natural language, fast answers, and direct action. We'll walk through it, what it is, how it's used, what it can do, and what value it unlocks. Then we'll share details on our accelerator program that we're launching. We're doing this to help you adopt the agent quickly and confidently. We've packaged together expert guidance, curated templates, ready-to-use enablement assets, and it's free for a limited time. The goal is to remove any friction to help you get faster to value. And then we'll close with some simple actionable steps, including how to access your entitlement, get onboarded into the accelerator program, and where to go for support. You'll leave today with everything you need to move forwards and no guesswork required. So we've got a lot of great content ahead, and we want to make sure this is useful to you. So as Sam already mentioned, please drop any questions into the Q&A, and then we'll leave that for when we come back at the end. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in. So before we dive into the solution, let's talk about the reality that we're facing. Not just about budget pressures, although that's real. CIOs are being asked to do more with less. But the real driver of this change is that the old way of supporting employees simply isn't working anymore. Today's enterprise environment is more complex than ever. 75% of IT teams say that their systems are more complex than they were just 5 years ago. 76 report that faster software delivery and DevOps adoption are accelerating change, and with it, the risk of incidents. And despite this growing complexity, 80% of IT leaders say their teams aren't scaling fast enough to keep up. Employees are feeling the strain too. They expect instant, intuitive support like what they're used to in their personal lives. But instead, they have fragmented tools, slow processes, slow responses, and the burden of navigating legacy systems just to get help. And it's not just in IT. It's HR, finance, facilities, all seeing a ballooning volume of internal support requests, fewer resources to handle them. And as a result, there's wasted time, rising frustration, and disengagement across the workforce. And this environment is where Agentic AI doesn't just help, it's becoming essential. On the last slide, I talked about the rising complexity of change and resource pressure across IT. But often behind those stats are real people, overwhelmed, overextended, and often undersupported. So let's bring that to life with what we're hearing from the front lines. If we're thinking about the service delivery manager, they're trying to drive transformation whilst the business is asking for it. Drive AI. Many teams are trying to just keep the lights on. They're firefighting, not future planning. And without leadership air cover or capacity, AI can feel like a luxury. If we look through the lens of the IT executive, service teams are buried under the noise. Without intelligent prioritization, critical issues can get lost. And that means slower responses, bigger business impact, and frustration on all sides. Wearing the hat of the change manager means that you're stuck in outdated workflows. Even routine tasks can create bottlenecks, slowing innovation and increasing burnout. And from a knowledge management perspective, the content was always there, but was the confidence there? Without a trusted source of truth, every analyst could create their own versions. That's not just inefficient, that's also risky. These aren't just quotes, they're symptoms of a system that hasn't been kept up to pace with how people work today. Organizations have dedicated people, tons of data, and a growing backlog, but no scalable way to act intelligently. This isn't about failure, it's about the limit of traditional operating models, designed for control, not adaptability. Moving forward means rethinking how your work gets done and removing traditional boundaries to liberate your workforce to focus on your organization for the future. Agentic AI isn't about replacing these voices, it's about empowering them with tools that reduce the noise, increase confidence, and free up time for higher value work. And that's exactly who the Helix GPT was built to support. Real frontline challenges demand intelligent action, oriented solutions, and that's where Helix GPT comes in. We just heard about the people living with the complexity, the service managers, the executive, change owners, knowledge leads who are stretched thin. Helix GPT wasn't built to chase AI trends, it was built to address these issues and these realities. And when we talk about what Helix GPT is solving for, it really boils down to 4 core IT objectives. Number 1, improving the end user experience. Number 2, increasing agent productivity. Number 3, reducing operational risk. Number 4, enabling more proactive, insight-driven service delivery. These aren't just abstract goals, they map directly to pain points that we just heard. And whether it's about simplifying how employees get help, freeing up agents from repetitive tasks, or making service operations more resilient, these are the outcomes that matter. Today, we're going to focus on the first objective, improving the end user experience. In future webinars, we'll cover additional objectives and available Helix GPT functionality. Because if we don't get this right, if we don't make it easier for people to get the help they need, everything else downstream will suffer. And that's where Helix GPT Employee Navigator comes in. So this brings us to the exciting part. You now have access to the Helix GPT Employee Navigator as part of your current entitlement. And that's designed to transform how your employees get help. Specifically, when an employee needs help, it's whether they need to understand what the new HR policy is, troubleshooting a software issue, finding the form to execute a benefits change, or getting an update on an IT ticket, they often don't know where to start. They might face a confusing array of portals, knowledge articles scattered across different systems, or lengthy call center queues. Even simple requests can become time-consuming and frustrating ordeals. This agent is purpose-built to address the top challenge we've been talking about, making it easier, faster, and more intuitive for employees to get the help they need. So whether it's IT support, HR questions, or service requests, Employee Navigator lets users ask in natural language and get answers or take action instantly. No portals, no ticket chases, just one simple experience powered by AI. And the best part, it's available to you now at no additional cost. This is your opportunity to drive real change and fast. We'll show you exactly what it can do and how to get started. But first, let's take a look at how it works. So, as I mentioned, Helix GPT Employee Navigator is now part of your entitlement at no additional cost. But let's take a moment to talk about why this matters. This isn't just another chatbot. Employee Navigator is part of BMC's Agentic AI platform, Helix GPT, purpose-built for service ops. It's designed to transform the employee experience while reducing manual workload for your teams. With this agent, employees can ask questions in natural language, things like, what's my vacation balance? Or how do I reset my VPN? And instantly get answers, take action, or open requests directly within tools like Microsoft Teams. Under the hood, it uses BMC's AI Fabric to pull from knowledge articles, incident history, and contextual data, surfacing relevant responses, automating tasks, or even generating remediation plans. It understands screenshots, adapts over time, and integrates with your workflows, all with BYO AI and BYO data flexibility. It's deployable across cloud, on-prem, scales easily, and delivers real productivity gains with a lower total cost of ownership. Bottom line is, this is your opportunity to improve the end user experience while freeing up your IT teams to focus on higher impact work. Employee Navigator is an AI-powered assistant built into BMC Helix Digital Workplace, designed to provide instant, intelligent support for a wide range of workplace queries and issues. At its core, Employee Navigator serves as the first point of contact for employees, delivering quick and reliable answers to everyday questions, without the need to log a ticket or wait in a queue. It's built to address several high-impact use cases. Get instant answers from IT help to HR and facilities questions. Employees can get clear, real-time responses in natural language. Error resolution. Users can upload screenshots of error messages, and the system will analyze the image and offer step-by-step guidance on how to resolve the issue. Information retrieval. Employee Navigator pulls from multiple sources, including knowledge articles, previous tickets, and service requests to provide complete contextual answers. Multilingual support. The assistant automatically adjusts to the user's language settings, enabling a personalized and accessible experience across regions. And service escalation. If the AI can't fully resolve the issue, it can seamlessly transition the user to submit a formal service request or connect with a live agent to ensure that nothing falls through the cracks. Employee Navigator is designed to improve the end user experience, reducing time to resolution, freeing up service teams to focus on more strategic work, all within the familiar interface of digital workplace. Any employee persona in a company, not just office-based staff, but also in-store staff, factory staff, highway builders, scientists, executives, etc., will be able to get help from Employee Navigator. It will automate processes, not just employee day-to-day tasks, but also line of business application and specific tasks, such as in HR, finance, procurement, and facilities. Let me introduce you to Brittany. Brittany is a remote worker, but has come into the office for an important meeting. Brittany is experiencing issues connecting to a printer and Wi-Fi. What if she could speak to an agent that has access to multiple sources of knowledge and provide reasoning to the suggested recommendations, then action those recommendations along with the governance needed within an IT organization? Now let's see it in action.
Welcome. Let's explore how Employee Navigator, powered by BMC Helix GPT, serves as your AI assistant to provide instant solutions for workplace queries. Access Employee Navigator from the end-user console or even from Studio Pages on any device. Enjoy seamless conversations in the pinned panel, even after you switch screens. Type a question or use voice input to ask your query. Got an error message? Just upload a screenshot image. Employee Navigator accepts queries in any of these formats. It delivers clear, contextual responses to your queries in the chat. Let's look at an example. Brittany wants to connect her laptop to the office printer, so she opens the Employee Navigator panel and enters her query. In response, she receives a summary of the procedure. While following the outlined steps, Brittany encounters an error. She shares a screenshot of the error message in the BMC Helix GPT chat. The system identifies the issue and provides further steps for resolution, allowing her to connect to the office printer successfully. Brittany receives valuable support through effective conversation. Let's discover the key features of Employee Navigator. Retains the conversational context up to 30 related questions in one session by default. Provides answers by extracting information from multiple sources such as knowledge articles, service requests, approvals, and so on. Asks for your feedback for generated responses, allowing you to provide recommended improvements. Supports multiple languages and adapts to your console settings. Employee Navigator can respond to you based on the locale in which the question was asked. For unresolved queries, redirects you to submit a service request or to connect with a live agent. These features offer enhanced and automated user support. To summarize the benefits, the Employee Navigator panel is readily accessible on any screen with a single click. It assists employees in finding reliable answers more quickly, boosts productivity by reducing the number of service desk tickets, and enhances the overall conversational experience. Ready to experience smarter self-service? Start using Employee Navigator today. For more details, visit the product documentation. Thank you for watching.
I have to say one of my favorite features is the upload of the attachment. Having started my career on the service desk, I'm very, very familiar with being one of those people who gets an error message and puts it into my favorite search engine to try and identify what's going on. So that's definitely some steps that would advance my productivity. So as you just saw on that video, what we've done is showcase you the capabilities of Employee Navigator. Just going to talk a little bit more around some of these key takeaways here. So for accessibility, Employee Navigator can be accessed conveniently from the end user console or through Studio Pages across various devices. So this means that whether you're at your desk or whether you're on your go like Brittany was in that example, you can quickly get the support you need without navigating complex systems, saving you time and frustration. As you saw, it's a conversational interface. Users can interact with the assistant by typing their questions or using voice input for a more natural experience, and the system will maintain conversational context for up to 30 related questions, allowing for more nuanced and follow-up inquiries. So the value for your users there is that you can just ask questions naturally, just like talking to a colleague, and you can get follow-up assistance without repeating yourself, making problem solving faster and more efficient. As I mentioned, the image recognition. So the platform can analyze the uploads of those screenshots on error messages to understand and address the problem. So we saw there with those visual issues, you can't simply show the system the problem instead of trying to describe it. So that leads to a quicker and more accurate solution. Comprehensive responses. So Employee Navigator is designed to provide clear and contextual answers by intelligently extracting and consolidating information from multiple sources. So you receive well-rounded, easy to understand answers in one place, eliminating the need to search through multiple documents, systems, and empowering you to resolve issues independently. The user feedback mechanism actively seeks feedback on its generated responses to continuously learn and improve the accuracy of the guidance that it provides. So by providing feedback, you directly contribute to making the assistant smarter and more helpful for everyone, reducing the workload on live agents for common issues and ensuring that you get better answers over time. Multilingual support. So the assistant will support multiple languages and automatically adapts to the user's preferred language settings within the console. This ensures that all employees, regardless of their primary language, can effectively utilize the tool and receive support in a way that is clear and comfortable for them, fostering inclusivity and productivity in a global workforce setting. And finally, service request redirection. If a query can't be resolved by the AI assistant, it gives you a smooth transition to either submit the service request or connect directly with a live agent for more specialized agent-based support. This ensures you're never left without a solution. If the AI can't help, it efficiently routes you to human experts. And for live agents, this means they receive well-qualified issues as common queries are filtered out, allowing them to focus on more complex problems. So I talked about at the beginning of the session today a program, and we are looking at this program here now called Fast Start, and this is to get you up and running more quickly. This is reduced effort, reduced cost and risk to accelerate your time to value. So let's take a talk about what's included. Included in the program is a planning workshop to align on goals, fixed scope professional services package tailored for Helix GPT, expert help to implement your Employee Navigator use case, and no additional fees. This is fully included. Once this is done, we will have a post-deployment value review to track the impact, and you'll gain access to our peer community engagements to learn for others. The goal of this, fewer tickets, faster resolution, but better employee experience. By improving self-service, we will help your team spend less time disrupted by IT issues and more time focused on what matters. We'll share how to enroll, but just know everything is set up to make it easy for you to activate value quickly. There are some prerequisites to start with. These prerequisites include your ITSM SaaS version, required BMC solutions, generative AI provider licenses, and additional licenses for integrated third-party solutions. Each of these will be covered in your planning call to help you prepare for your best experience of Helix GPT tailored to your organization's needs. As a part of the Fast Start program, we're committed to helping you move fast, realize value, and build momentum. We invite you to step into a bigger role. This isn't just about deploying a tool, it's about leading a shift in how work gets done. By joining this program, you'll have the opportunity to be a change agent in your organization. By going live within 30 days, you'll show what's possible when AI meets real-world service challenges. Connect with peers through our Helix GPT community, where you can learn from others, share insights, and stay ahead of the emerging best practices. And inspire others by sharing your success story, helping other teams inside and outside of your organization see what's possible with Agentic AI. It's not just about accelerating your own outcomes, it's about being a voice in a movement towards simpler, smarter service experiences, where employees spend less time stuck and more time empowered. We're here to support you at every step, but you have the chance to lead. We're making it easy for you to move from interest to impact. Here's how to get started with the Fast Start program and unlock immediate value with Employee Navigator. So for the next steps, raise your hand, send an email to success@bmc.com to express your interest, and we'll get the ball rolling. Prioritize internally by identifying a lead and secure sponsorship to go live within 30 days. Join our Helix GPT community, engage with peers, access exclusive content, and stay on top of best practices. And finally, launch and lead. So start realizing value fast and become a visible leader in AI-powered service transformation. We're here to help support you every step of the way, and this is your moment to lead with confidence. So let's get started. Thank you for joining today's session.
Okay, so John and John, thank you very much. John Hannon, thank you for presenting today. If anyone does have any further questions beyond this webinar, feel free to reach out. Thanks, everyone.